Chronic stress often shows up first as deep ongoing fatigue that sleep does not fix. The body stays in a constant state of alert, which drains energy reserves over time. Stress hormones like cortisol interfere with restorative rest and disrupt natural rhythms. People may wake up tired even after long nights of sleep. Physical tasks feel heavier and mental effort feels overwhelming. Motivation drops because the nervous system is overloaded. This exhaustion is not laziness, but a signal that the body is working too hard to cope. Muscles may feel weak and heavy, and simple activities can feel like major efforts. Fatigue from chronic stress also affects emotional energy, leading to irritability and low tolerance for small challenges. People often rely on caffeine or sugar for short boosts, which creates crashes later. Over weeks or months, this pattern deepens, and the body never fully resets. Immune function can weaken, making fatigue worse during minor illnesses. Daily life begins to revolve around conserving energy rather than living fully. This kind of tiredness lingers even during calm moments, because the stress response never fully turns off. Recognizing this pattern early matters, because rest alone will not solve it without addressing the underlying stress load. Ongoing stress frequently disrupts sleep in subtle and persistent ways. The mind struggles to slow down at night, replaying conversations, worries, and future scenarios. Stress hormones delay the natural release of melatonin, making it harder to fall asleep. Even when sleep comes, it may be light, fragmented, or filled with vivid dreams. People often wake up too early with a racing mind and tight chest. The body stays alert as if danger is present even in safe environments. This leads to a cycle where poor sleep increases stress sensitivity the next day. Over time, chronic sleep disruption affects mood, memory, and physical health. Concentration drops and emotional reactions become stronger. People may feel wired but exhausted throughout the day. Reliance on screens late at night can worsen the pattern as stress drives distraction seeking. Weekends do not fully restore sleep balance because the nervous system remains dysregulated. Long-term sleep disruption increases risk for anxiety, depression, and metabolic issues. Many people normalize this pattern, thinking it is just part of adult life. However, consistent difficulty sleeping is a key warning sign of chronic stress that deserves attention and gentle intervention. Chronic stress often lowers emotional resilience, making reactions stronger and faster. Small frustrations can trigger anger, tears, or shut down responses. The brain under stress prioritizes survival over reflection, reducing emotional regulation. People may feel embarrassed by how intensely they react, yet feel unable to control it. Patience shortens and empathy for others becomes harder to access. This can strain relationships and increase feelings of guilt or shame. Stress narrows perspective, making situations feel more threatening or personal. Neutral comments may be interpreted as criticism. Emotional highs and lows become more extreme, creating inner instability. Over time, this reactivity can lead to avoidance of social situations to prevent conflict. People may describe feeling on edge or emotionally raw most of the time. The nervous system stays in fight or flight mode, which limits calm reasoning. Emotional exhaustion follows repeated overreactions, adding to stress. Recognizing this pattern helps shift the focus from self-blame to nervous system care. Learning to slow down responses can gradually rebuild emotional balance and resilience. A common sign of chronic stress is persistent mental fog and reduced clarity. Stress hormones interfere with memory formation and recall. People may struggle to focus, complete tasks, or follow conversations. Simple decisions feel overwhelming and mentally exhausting. Multitasking becomes difficult, as attention slips easily. This cognitive load is not a lack of intelligence, but a brain under pressure. Chronic stress diverts resources away from higher thinking toward threat monitoring. Forgetfulness increases, such as misplacing items or missing appointments. Reading and learning require more effort and repetition. This can create anxiety about performance, which further worsens stress. People may feel disconnected from their usual sharpness and confidence. Creative thinking declines as the mind stays rigid and cautious. Over time, this fog can affect work, relationships, and self-esteem. Many attempt to push through with stimulants, which offers short relief but increases strain. Understanding that cognitive fog is a stress response helps reduce fear and encourages supportive changes to restore mental clarity. Long-term stress often manifests physically through chronic muscle tension. The body braces unconsciously as if preparing for danger. Common areas include the neck, shoulders, jaw, and lower back. This tension can persist even during rest or sleep. Over time, it may lead to headaches, stiffness, and reduced mobility. People may notice jaw clenching, teeth grinding, or shallow breathing. The nervous system keeps muscles activated without release. Stretching or massage may offer temporary relief, but tension quickly returns. Pain can become normalized and ignored until it limits daily movement. Muscle tension also contributes to fatigue as the body works harder to maintain posture. Stress-related tension can worsen existing injuries or create new discomfort. Many people do not connect emotional stress with physical pains until pain becomes disruptive. Learning to notice and release tension throughout the day is an important step toward recovery. Addressing the stress source alongside body awareness helps restore a sense of physical ease and safety. The digestive system is highly sensitive to chronic stress. Stress alters gut, motility enzyme release, and blood flow. Common symptoms include bloating, nausea, cramps, or irregular bowel movements. Appetite may fluctuate between overeating and loss of hunger. Stress reduces the body's ability to properly digest and absorb nutrients. The gut-brain connection means emotional strain quickly affects digestion. People may develop food sensitivities or worsening of existing conditions. Digestive discomfort can increase anxiety, creating a reinforcing cycle. Eating may feel rushed or tense, which further impairs digestion. Stress can disrupt the gut microbiome, affecting immunity and mood. Many rely on quick foods, which may worsen symptoms. Digestive issues from stress often persist, even when diet seems healthy. This leads to frustration and confusion. Recognizing stress as a root contributor allows for gentler, supportive approaches that focus on nervous system regulation as well as nutrition. Chronic stress weakens immune function over time. Stress hormones suppress the body's natural defense responses. People may catch colds more often or take longer to recover. Minor infections can feel more intense and lingering. Inflammation may increase, leading to generalized aches and malaise. Stress also disrupts sleep, which further impairs immunity. Wounds may heal more slowly and allergies may worsen. Frequent illness can add emotional strain and feelings of fragility. People may push through sickness due to obligations, which prolongs recovery. The body under stress prioritizes survival processes over immune maintenance. Vaccinations and healthy habits may feel less effective during prolonged stress. Many blame themselves for getting sick rather than recognizing the role of chronic strain. Noticing repeated illness is an important signal that the system is overloaded. Reducing stress load and increasing rest can gradually restore immune resilience and overall vitality. A gradual loss of motivation is a subtle but significant sign of chronic stress. Activities that once felt meaningful begin to feel heavy or pointless. Stress drains the reward system, reducing feelings of pleasure and accomplishment. People may procrastinate not from laziness, but from emotional depletion. Starting tasks feels harder than completing them. Goals may feel distant or overwhelming. This can lead to self-criticism and shame, which deepens stress. Chronic stress shifts focus from growth to mere survival. Creativity and curiosity decline as energy narrows. People may withdraw from hobbies and social engagement. This withdrawal reduces positive reinforcement, further lowering motivation. Over time, life can feel flat and mechanical. Recognizing that motivation loss is stress-related helps reframe the experience with compassion. Small, achievable actions and rest can slowly rebuild momentum and reconnect people with purpose. Chronic stress often results in persistent low-level anxiety. The body remains in a state of anticipation, scanning for problems. This can feel like constant unease, tightness, or worry without clear cause. Thoughts may jump to worst-case scenarios automatically. The nervous system becomes sensitized, responding strongly to minor triggers. Physical symptoms include racing heart, shallow breathing, or dizziness. Anxiety from chronic stress is often present throughout the day, rather than in brief episodes. People may avoid situations that increase this discomfort. Reassurance offers only short relief because the body remains activated. Anxiety can interfere with decision-making and confidence. Over time, this state feels normal even though it is exhausting. Recognizing anxiety as a stress response rather than a personal flaw reduces fear. Calming the nervous system through consistent practices can gradually restore a sense of safety and ease. In some people, chronic stress leads not to heightened emotion but to numbness. The nervous system dampens feeling as a protective response. Joy, sadness, and excitement feel muted or distant. People may describe feeling disconnected from themselves or others. This emotional flattening conserves energy when stress feels unending. However, it can be alarming and isolating. Relationships may feel less meaningful and empathy harder to access. People may seek stimulation through food screens or risky behaviors to feel something. Numbness can coexist with anxiety and fatigue, creating confusion. This state often develops slowly and is easy to overlook. Emotional numbness is not indifference, but overload. The system has reduced input to cope. Recognizing numbness as a stress signal allows for gentle re-engagement. Safety, rest, and emotional support can help restore feeling and a sense of aliveness over time.